That's another thing. I think, how do you stay focused into putting your all into one thing instead of putting your energy into a lot of different things? Like
Mm,
maybe instead of writing five books, you write like that one. Because everybody gets those ideas and
right.
they're like, maybe I should put this one
Yeah.
aside and make the new one.
True, true. I kind of guilt trip myself where I'm like, oh, I've already worked on this for so many hours. It would be worthless if I just tossed it aside and started
Hmm.
fresh. So I kind of remind myself about how much dedication I put into it already.
Hmm.
And the more I work on a project, the more attached I get to it. So the less I want to ditch it. That's something I've noticed. It's kind of those beginning stages where you're like not fully invested yet, but you're kind of getting there and you're sort of second guessing, should I be working on a different project? I feel like that's the point where you just have to push through and keep working on it to the point where it's like, yes, this is the project that I need to be working on right now.
Hmm.
Right.
Yeah, that's great
That
advice.
that's a good way to look at it. I see sometimes like being an entrepreneur and being a creative as like building a house. It all doesn't happen all at once. It's over time, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And the biggest thing is like to lay a good foundation for yourself. And then once you do that, you build the frame and everything else adds
Yeah,
in
I love that.
as you're going. Because you know, there's a lot of components to living in a home. Once you build a house, you got to get appliances, you got to get tile, you know, paint the walls, all kinds of stuff is happening. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's levels
Right.
to growing and I guess developing a project. And so that's
Mm-hmm.
what I had to tell myself, and that's what I tell everyone else. I was like, don't get discouraged because it's gonna take. You don't realize how much goes into something until you actually
Mm-hmm.
start doing it,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and you'll figure it out if you just, you know. And I think that's the adventure of it all. Like start like having fun and playing with it, and it gets more about like you enjoying yourself instead of it becoming a work or a job. And
Yes. Yeah, I
yeah.
love that. That's amazing advice. I feel like a lot of people are scared because they want to get it right the first time. But
Mhm.
there's so much experimentation that goes into it. You just have to try things
Mhm.
out and see how they go. And if it doesn't turn out the way you want, you just correct it on the next time around.
Absolutely.